Hi, you have tuned into the Raging Aggron Channel, and I'm your host, Djingis. And I'm here with week 1 of the ABL VGC League, and I really hope that I can break this curse of losing week 1. Because it is very annoying to lose week 1 every single time. It puts you at such a disadvantage in my opinion. So I really hope that I can win this week. I feel like the matchup is a toss-up. I have very good wall breakers on my team. I have Magnezone, Chandelure, Hariyama, and Mega Salamence, as you can see here. And he has extremely good walls. So I just really hope that I can utilize my walls, or my wall breakers versus his walls. Because if I do that, I should be able to break down his team. Two big problems there is that I don't really know what he will bring off the squad. So I made some last-minute changes. Because I felt like I can deal with some of his mons either way, and I will talk through all of the changes that I made, why I made them, and the sets that I have. But first we'll go through the team we are facing, and we are facing in week 1 the Virginia Escaviliers, coached by Arctic Weevil. And oh boy, this team is scary. It is so scary. This team is ranked number 3 after the post rankings, and well, the power rankings, the post draft is Virginia Escaviliers at number 3 in both drafts. It is top 3 team, while I would say that mine is top 5. We have Levitails put me at top 5, Science put me at number 1. I don't really know why, but I'm not top 1. I would say that I am top 5, and the team we are facing is top 3, just based on the team. I know that he's a good battler. He's one of the best in this league in my opinion. He can draft. This is a very interesting VGC team that has all the components to actually succeed in the normal VGC meta. A lot of the mons that he drafted is actually very good VGC mons right now, while my team doesn't have the same amount of those mons. So I know that you're seeing his screen a lot, so I'm just gonna through the screen of his team picture rather. So I will just go through the team he has. He has the Celesteela, the Garchomp, the Porygon 2, Snorlax, Mega Venusaur, Gyarados, Togedemaru, Oranguru, Crabominable, Gigalith, and then the Wrestler Cat. I forgot the name of it just now. The Wrestler Cat and the Ribombee. The Incineroar, that's his name, Incineroar, and Ribombee. Very good team, very good overall. If I would have to predict some mons on his team, I can see an light resist core, or light immunity core, with Celesteela, Celesteela and Gyarados paired with Garchomp and what is his name, Togedemaru. I can also see P2 Snorlax Trick Room team with Mega Venusaur. So I can see a lot of things there. The only thing that I don't really see him bringing is the Gigalith, and well, the last 4 months on his team I don't see him bring. The Crabominable, the Gigalith, the Incineroar, and the Ribombee. I don't think he will bring those 4. Everything else is a possible bring. But I made some changes to the team, so I am prepared actually for everything on his team. But I feel like I'm pretty sure that I predicted his team 100% fair and square. So we'll just see during the matches. But yeah, let's go into my team and why I bring it. We'll just say that the mons that I expect 100% is the Celesteela. Celesteela will come 100%. The rest of the team is a toss-up, but Celesteela will come 100% because he cannot let it go down. I mean, he cannot let it sit on the bench. So yeah, let's go to my team, and we'll go through why I brought the things I brought and so forth. First off, we have in the zone our Magnezone with Focus Sash, Magnet Pull, Volt Switch, Magnet Rise, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, 248 HP, 252 Special Attack, Modest Nature with 18 Special Defense. This thing is here because I can see him bringing a Trick Room team, and if he does, Magnezone is a very good mon in Trick Room. Volt Switch is there so I can actually get in my Intimidate using in case he's Curse Lax, I know that it doesn't really matter too much, but if I can get in Zephyra 2 times, I can actually survive hits from it pretty well with the rest of my team. So Voltage is pretty important there. If it's a Trick Room team, he might not have the EQ spread damage, so I will have the Magnet Switch on Magnet Zone, so I actually Magnet Rise, so I can survive EQs and even be immune to them for 3 turns. Thunderbolt and Hidden Power Ice. Hidden Power Ice is there because he will most likely bring the Guard Jump. Scarfed Guard Jump is a very big problem for my team, no matter what set I bring. It's very, very scary. Very, very scary indeed. So that's really nice that I actually have a ways to deal with Guard Jump if it sets up the Trick Room on me. So this is our first one. The second one is CA's shit. Our Chandelier, Life Orb, Flame Body, Flame Burst, Dark Bolt, Psychic, and Trick Room. 252 HP, 252 special attack with Modest Nature, 4 special defense, 80 speed with 0 IVs in speed. Now, if you look at the speed here on Magnet Zone and then on Chandelier, you see that it's just 5 points difference in speed. And if I would have gone with what's called the Quiet Nature, I would have been slower. But I went with this thing because I actually want to be a bit faster, so I can outspeed things outside of Trick Room as well. The Flame Body is very important because if he is physically offensive, well, if he is the Snorlax and Snorlax is at +4 after the belly drum, I actually want it to get burned if it can attack me with something physical that hits me except for EQ. So that's why I have Chandelier here with Flame Body. From the beginning this was meant to be a Scarfed set with HP Ice, but I realized that the likeliness of him bringing a Trick Room team is much greater than him bringing a Scarfed Guard Jump, because I can actually stop Guard Jump with Alomomola. So it doesn't really does do that much to me, and same with the Mandibas. It can actually stop Guard Jump pretty well, but it's still a very, very scary mon for the rest of my team, so I still think he will go with it. So I have the Trick Room in case he doesn't bring Trick Room, so I can set up the Trick Room on him, but I also have the opportunity to reverse his Trick Room to be able to do things otherwise, to be able to actually destroy his team in that sense. Because Snorlax isn't that scary outside of Trick Room if he is Curse. I'm pretty sure he will be the Curse set if he brings Snorlax. So yeah, this is the set for Chandelier. As I said, Scarfed with Hidden Power Ice instead of Trick Room, with max speed with Timber Nature rather than the special attack boost was what I went for originally. But I changed it yesterday after a lot of thinking that I'm pretty sure that I can deal with Guard Jump otherwise, and I don't really need to overthink everything. It's better that I am prepared for most things. So I went with this Chandelier set, actually inspired of Science defeating me with Trick Room Chandelier. So yeah, Flame Burst is, if you don't know, a move in VGC that allows you to attack 1 mon and then get 1/16th part of on the other mon's health gone as well. So you attack 1 mon and get ship damage on another mon, which is very, very important in VGC. So that's why I went with Flame Burst over Overheat or Flamethrower or Fire Blast. It will come in very handy. Dark Pulse is there in case I am just with Oranguru actually, because this is my only way to deal with Oranguru pretty safe. So yeah, that's very important as well. Next up we have Alola Mimola, the Alomomola, with leftovers, the healer ability, Wish, Heal, Pulse, Helping Hand, and Toxic. 252 HP, 252 defense, Bold Nature with 4 special defense. This thing is in case that I notice that I need extra damage on something, or I need a Toxic versus P2 or something like that, just to make sure that I can wear them down. The problem is that I can't really wear them down because I lack offensive attacks in this thing. Heal, Pulse, and Wish are good moves that help me with the rest of the team, but it doesn't have any attacking moves, which means that it will most likely be brought, but I will not choose it. It will just be there, so it has to go for something that can actually take care of Alomomola pretty well. And the only thing it has for that, in my opinion, is the Mega Venusaur. So if I have Alomomola in the back, he's forced to bring Mega Venusaur versus me. which will feel very, very good because Mega Venusaur can't really do anything versus my team. So that's that taken care of. Next up we have Mad Grandma with Mandibus with the Rocky Helmet, Overcoat, Tailwind, Foul Play, Style, and Whirlwind, 248 HP, 252 defense with Bold Nature, 8 in special attack. Now, this thing is here because I can survive. I'm pretty sure that I can survive if I am at full health, I should be able to survive a return from Belly Drum Snorlax with this set and actually get some chip damage off the Rocky Helmet and kill up the attack with Foul Play. Whirlwind is to get out, to actually send out the Snorlax, because that's very, very important. If he is a Curse or Belly Drum set, I really need to get him out of there with the Whirlwind. It's very, very important. Snarl is there to minimize the special attack boost, the special attack stat on this monster, so I can decrease their chance of killing me, which also helps me with longevity. As you can see, I don't have Roost on this thing because I don't think it will be worth it, actually, because it will be pretty quick games in VGC, in my opinion. So I will not go with Mandibus with Roost on this thing. I will have the Foul Play, the Tailwind, Snarl, and Whirlwind. Tailwind is there for, well, in case he brings a non-Trick Room team, and I realized that, well, if I am in Trick Room, he still have threats that I can't take care of in Trick Room, so I need to be faster than all of his monsters. I can set up a Tailwind and I will destroy his team. Pretty simple. Next up, we have Gains Over Brains, our Hariyama with Flame Orb, Guts, Giga Impact, Close Combat, Fake Out, Wide Guard, 144 HP, 252 attack with Adamant Nature, 112 special defense. This will be a monster of a mon for him to prepare for, because he can't really, in my opinion. Physically defensive Venusaur takes 50% from Giga Impact. Close Combat, almost when it KOs Celesteela. Fake Out will take chip damage every time, and Wide Guard will make me survive versus some hits. That's very, very good. The Guts ability, the Flame Orb Guts will help me kill so much of his. I mean, boost my attack so hard that he can't really do anything in it. He can't really take care of it. The only problem with Giga Impact, as you can see, is that I have to recharge one turn, which means that he can attack me one more turn. But it doesn't really matter because most of the things won't survive Giga Impact. So that feels really, really good to actually have. And it's just there to deal out a tremendous amount of damage versus his team. Last but not least, we have Saphira, where you have Mega Salamence with the Intimidate before Mega Evolving, with Fire Blast, Strict with your Hydro Pump and Hyper Beam. With 252 special attack, 4 special defense, and 252 speed, Timid Nature. Now, the reason for me going special is because he has loads and loads of physical walls, but he doesn't have a good special wall, in my opinion. And the special walls he has doesn't want to stay in versus Salamence, because when I Mega Evolve, I will have the ability called Aerialate, which makes all normal type moves flying types. Which means that Hyper Beam will be a 150 stab flying type move coming up from a Salamence, and when it KO'd most of the things on his team. Hydro Pump is there for Gigalith and Incineroar. I don't think I will click it on anything else. Draco Meteor is there to just nuke something, and Fire Blast is there for his steel types. Now, as you can see, this is the fastest mon I have in my team, and more or less, if this thing doesn't work really, I will have a really big problem versus his team then, because, well, I actually need this thing to work. It will put up a huge dent in his team if it actually works. So I don't think that I missed anything. Yeah, I don't have knockoff on Hariyama. The reason is that I'm not sure that P2 will come, and if it will come to the game, I will rather have Giga Impact and Close Combat than knockoff on this mon. And I have nothing else that learns knockoff except for Alomomola, and I don't really think that Alomomola is a good knockoff user in this matchup. So you will not see knockoff on my team, which means that P2 actually runs house on my team. If he brings offensive P2, I will most likely lose unless I can flinch it with Dark Pulses. That's my only way to defeat it, which sucks. But yeah, I will see you in the battles. Okay, here we are. Here we have our... Well, oh, come on. Away with you. So... So, as you know, this is VGC format. We're here with the first battle. It's best out of 3 matches, so the first 2 wins will win the game. I think that his team is... the team he brought is very, very surprising. Well, it's not really very surprising, but the synergy I don't really see that well. I know that looking at this team, the Celesteela will have Leech Seed, same with Mega Venusaur. They will both have Leech Seed. They will try to wear me down with Leech Seed, maybe sub Leech Seed on them, just wear me down. And I can deal with that pretty easy because I had Whirlwind, as you have seen. I have the Whirlwind. Can trap Celesteela pretty easy with Magnezone, and I can just deal a ton of damage. The P2 is a problem because I don't have knockoff, but I should be able to deal with it. I have no clue what his Gigalith will do to me, except maybe... I mean, would he run Explosion? I don't think he will, actually. I don't think he will run Explosion. Maybe if he pairs up with Oranguru, but I don't think that's worth it really for him. So yeah, we'll go with that. Snorlax, looking at this team, it's a very Trick Room heavy team. So I think it would be Curse rather than Belly Drum, but if it is Belly Drum, it's very scary because it can just instruct and double return from max attack, really max boosted attack from Snorlax, so stab return will hurt a lot from that thing. So let's go into this game, the first game here. Let's go for the normal speed because it will take a lot of time to go through all the moves here because it's double battles. So yeah. To the first team, to the first battle, I brought the... let's just say, I brought the Hariyama, the Magnezone, the Mandibuzz, and the Salamence. I'm pretty sure I did. So yeah, those were my formats I brought. So he went out, he leads with those 2. And I lead with Harambe and... I lead with my Harambe and Mandibuzz. Well, he leads with Oranguru and Snorlax. I lead with Hariyama and Mandibuzz. Here's the prediction game. He will protect. He will protect with one of his mons. And I will have to Snarl versus his team because that's the only way to deal with this Harambe really. So let's see here. He goes for the protect on the Snorlax. My fake out is Riflet then. Sadly, I go for the Snarl, reducing his damage from Psychic here that you will see. Hariyama will lose a lot of health, but not as much as I first thought. I will get the Flame over damage, he will switch out into his Celesteela. Celesteela will take this Snarl, I think. No, it misses the Celesteela. It misses the Celesteela. Harambe will lose a lot of health there. As you can see, that does a ton of damage to the Celesteela. So it does a lot to Hariyama because I am at -1 special defense now, so it doesn't really do anything. So I will go for the foul play here, thinking that it might do a bit more, but it doesn't. Instead I knock out the Celesteela, which is very, very good. Hariyama proves it works here very, very well. And he goes for the Trick Room. And here I was, okay, I didn't bring Chandelure. Fuck me, I will lose this game, no matter what I do. And it's the Belly Drum set. Okay, now I know that. Belly Drum, and as you can see, it was the Fidgy Berry. So I think he will have Return, EQ, and the last move I'm not really sure of. I don't think we ever see it, but I know for sure that it will have EQ, that it will have Return, and I actually think that it might have Rest on this thing. Because Rest could actually work pretty well on this thing because it's so bulky. So yeah, because of the Psychic killing my Hariyama, it was like, okay, fine, this is what it is. I go for the Tailwind, and this was a misclick. So let's explain this. This was a misclick, and it cost me this game because what I was going to do was go for Whirlwind. Now, what I saw was Wind. So I clicked Tailwind, without realizing I clicked Tailwind, because I thought I clicked Whirlwind. Which means that his stupid Snorlax is still on the field with +4. Well, so I go in the zone here, our Magnezone, and it goes for the turn, and that straight up kills Grandma, but it will lose some health thanks to Rocky Helmet. I go for the Volt Switch here. He goes for the Instruct, dealing tons of damage to Magnezone, of course. And I went for the Volt Switch, killing the yeah, killing his Oranguru, and I got into Saphira here, getting some damage off of that thing. And here he has his Paragon 2, and I was down. Okay, I've lost this battle. Let's just focus on game 2 here directly. I don't really care at this point. It's a very interesting. I've seen the Ice Beam on P2. I think I missed that when I did that, different things. But this battle was a lot. I misclicked with the with the Tailwind. It should have been Whirlwind. It is what it is. It doesn't really matter for me personally. So yeah, that was that game. And for our next game, well, let's talk to that when we get to that. So one moment, guys. So round 1 went to Arctic here. So I was really surprised actually over Team brought no Scarfed Guard Jump, and it didn't really throw me off guard. I lost first game because I brought the wrong mons to my team, but here I know that, okay, I didn't bring a Lomomolo to the first team. He will think that I will bring a Lomomolo to this team to stop his Snorlax. I didn't, though. I only changed one thing, and that was to drop Magnus Zone for Chandelure, because Chandelure was the only thing that I really needed to dent his team hard. So my team here is Chandelure, Mandibuzz, Harujama, and Salamence, and I'm pretty sure that I led with Harujama and Chandelure in this matchup. Might be wrong there. So let's see what he does here. I let Harujama and Chandelure. He goes with Mega Venusaur and Celesteela. Now this is very interesting, because if I would have gone with Magnezone here, Celesteela couldn't switch out here, which is what it is. I don't really care about that actually. But he switches out into that thing. I went for the fake out on his not Snorlax. He switches into Snorlax, and I went for the fake out on his Mega Venusaur, so it couldn't do anything really. And then I went for Flame Burst on his. Let's just throw out. So I went for the Flame Burn on his Snorlax, getting some chip damage off once more on the. What is it called? On his. I'm blanking hard today, guys. Wow. So I get the chip damage from Flame Burst onto his Mega Venusaur. Now, at this turn, I would have been better off if I would have clicked Close Combat directly, but I rather went for the Fake Out to stop the thing that would stay in. So that's that. I'm really pleased with that, actually. He switches out again here, and I go for the Close Combat. He went for the Giga Drain rather here to gain all his health back. I went for the Psychic, dealing a tremendous amount of damage to his Mon, and I went for the Close Combat there, dealing tremendous amount of damage once more to his Celesteela. I switch out into Mad Grandma here, because Giga Drain won't really do anything to me, and I can just go for the Psychic and kill his Mega Venusaur. He goes for the Leech Seed here on my Chandelure. I don't really care about that. He goes out into Harambe here. I switch out and go for this. I'm going to Saphira here just to get this Intimidate off and go for the Snarl. And he has the Heavy Slam, so I was glad that I did that, because that does nothing to my Mon here now. And I will go for the Mega Evolution here. He goes for the Instruct, going for the Heavy Slam on Mad Grandma, doesn't do too much. And he almost dies to the Rocky Helmet. And he went for the Hidden Power Ice here. And the good thing here is that thanks to the special attack drop, it doesn't really do too much to Mega Salamence here. So I go for the Snarl again. Killing his Celesteela. Next go for the Draco Meteor, almost killing the Harambe. It goes for the return here on my Saphira. I survived that, I'm pretty glad answer for that, but it goes once more for the return on my Saphira. I'm fine with that. I just go for the Foul Play, dealing tremendous amount of damage to his Snorlax, almost killing it. He eats his Fidget Berry, but now he can't go for the Belly Drum, because he doesn't have his Figgy Berry. I'm very pleased with that. So I go out into Haruyama, click Fake Out, kill his Oranguru. He goes for the turn, and I survive that. And I go for the Foul Play. Foul Play doing a tremendous amount of damage once more. And here I have Chandelure. He goes for the EQ, not killing my Chandelure. Not killing my Chandelure, but not my Mandibuzz, and Mandibuzz picks up the final kill on his Snorlax. So that's game 2 done and over with. At this point, I felt like, okay, the 4 monsters that I brought here can defeat any combination of 4 monsters that he brings, except for the P2. If he brings the P2, I will lose the third game. So let's see what happens. Okay, here we are at the third game here. Round 3 of our VGC round. And at this point I was a bit hesitant because I can't really do a ton to his team. I felt like I have to bring Chandelure, I have to bring Mandibus, and I have to bring Harijama. But what will my last one be? Will I go for the Mega Salmons once more? Will I try to trap a Celesteela? Will he go for Celesteela? It hasn't really done anything in 2 games he brought this. I don't think he will bring it. No. I will go for the Salmons once more, because Salmons is a threat to his team no matter what. So I went with my lead here, I think was Chandelure and Mandibus. No, it was Harijama and Chandelure once more, yeah. And he brings the Gigalith. And I was just, okay, Gigalith is very interesting. I have the close combat on my Harijama. Will I go for that? No, I will not go for that turn 1. I will go click Fake Out on his and stop him from going for Psychic or Trick Room or anything like that. So let's go do that instead. Then just go for damage with yeah, I think I would go for damage with Chandelure. No, I switch out Chandelure into Salamence to get the attack drop on his Mon, and I just go for the Fake Out. He can't really do anything to me now. I decide to go for the Wide Guard this turn, predicting a Rock Slide. The Wide Guard here is very, very important because I predict a Rock Slide, and I go for the Hydro Pump, predicting it will do much more damage than it will do. Hydro Pump is still it's pretty good damage. Psychic won't kill me. Goes for the Explosion. Telepathy, he's fine. I'm fine because of Wide Guard. Good play on my part. That was maybe the most important play of the whole game, in my opinion, was that Wide Guard play. So it was really good. Here he goes out into his Celesteela. I just go for the Fire Blast and burn it, which is very, very good. I go for the Giga Impact on Harambe, dealing a good amount of damage, and Psychic will kill me there. Fire will also go down, but Harambe is almost gone, and so is his... I mean, Gigalith is gone, Gigalith is dead. His Harambe will die at anything I do, and he can't really do anything with his Celesteela versus the ones I have left, so the question is, what will his last one be? I don't really know that. I go for the Snarl, killing the Oranguru, doing the special attack drop on his Celesteela, and just go for the Flame Burst, killing the Celesteela. Pretty easy, in my opinion. And here we have his P2, and I was just like, okay, I lost. Let's just go for Snarls and Dark Pulses, trying to do some things. I get the crit. Yes, that's a very good start. That doesn't do anything to me. He's not offensive at all. He's defensive. I go for Snarl again, dropping his special attack even more, so I can't really do anything. I go for Dark Pulse. No flinch. Okay, he goes for the recovery. I'm fine with that. Let's go for the Snarl. Snarl doesn't do too much, but it drops the special attack once more. I go for the Dark Pulse, and I get the flinch. Oh god. I went for the flinch. I got the flinch. I feel so sorry for this, but this was my only play to win the game, and I really wanted to win week 1 this time. I'm really sorry for the Dark Pulse spam and getting the flinch. It actually mattered. If I didn't get the flinch there, he would have won this battle. That's how much it mattered. It sucks. But yeah, see, I get the flinch here, and I just go for Dark Pulse after the Snarl and kill P2, and I win week 1 with more luck than anything else. I feel shit though, because I don't like to win on hacks. But I'm glad that I finally won a week 1 game, and it was 3 very, very hard games to play, very, very good battles. But I realized that I need to prep better for the upcoming weeks. I really need to step up my prepping game. I really need to step up my game plan as well, and how to play around different months. I feel like this format works better for me because I can actually take notes on my opponent more than I can in the single games. So that's good for me, and I actually managed to play around his months pretty easy here. With in game 2 and game 3 up until he reveals his Porygon 2. And when it comes to Porygon 2, I just have to hope that my Chandelure will get a crit or a flinch or both, as it did here, which was fantastic. This is week 1. We finally win a week 1 game in a league. I mean, Chandelure was actually game winning together with Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz was maybe the best Mon in this battle for me. It was a fantastic battle, Arctic. I really look forward to our rematch in week 9. Next week I will face Nathan and the Grunning Slowkings, who will most likely win the ABL League, ABL Season 2. He's fantastic. He's so good, Nathan. And his team is actually very hard to prep for because he has responses for everything I can do. So that will be a very good battle. So you will actually look out for that pretty much. That will be very hard for me to play for and do anything about. But I don't think I have anything else to say here. I'm extremely glad that I went for Life Orb on Chandelure instead of the Choice Scarf, because this extra damage that I put out with the Modest and Life Orb is so good for me. It actually makes it possible for me to win this game. So without further ado, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next time.